Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Out of the gate, some guys tend to start strong, Grant. Others take a little time to warm up. Which group did you align with?
Yeah, good question, BA. You know, I always liked to start the season strong. And a lot of it goes into your preparation. What are you doing in the off-season? Are you ready when we get into training camp, the preseason? You know, all of that building to opening night and really establishing yourself within the team and also throughout the league right from the gates.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Washington out there with Green. And it's Gafford in at the center position.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Tate. From outside, off the mark. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a three-point game. And Grant, the Mavericks this summer committing to their superstar tandem of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic.
Yeah, BA. And the next step was surrounding them with the defense and floor spacing they'll need to compete. Overall, I like the moves they made, and we'll see how it all pans out come April.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Gafford passes to Washington. Outside Irving. Doncic outside. 14 feet away. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Rose, the pass to Tatum. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. From downtown, connects from downtown. Tate's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Irving. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Rose against Doncic. And here's Tate outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, got a piece of it. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Rose with it. Now Doncic defending. And Tate gets it to go.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Irving, the pass to Washington. From deep, here's Doncic. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Clark outside. Green against Tate. Clark with a screen on Green. And finished off by Tate.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Gafford.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanted to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Rose with the bucket.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
The teardrop. A nice shot by Doncic.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Leading by 5. Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
Now here's Irving. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He'll go on Luke Kennard.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
A few teams in the NBA take on the identity of their city. None more than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, so true. I mean, grit and grind is a way of life in Memphis, and the team embraces that mantra, playing with a swagger.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
4-3. Kept alive. Doncic passes to Exum. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 8.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Here's Pippen. Outside Tate. Three-pointer. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 5. After this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Memphis leading. And it's Stevens in at the power forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Pass to LaRavia. Outside Tate. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. See his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Exum. Outside Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Stevens with a rebound. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, absolutely an offensive focal point is Luka Doncic, a high usage rate, but he said, quote, it's basketball. This is my work. It's amazing. Every night I step on the court, it's fun for me. Brian, he loves it so much. He said in the past, quote, I couldn't live without this game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Tate. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hardaway, the pass to Exum. Irving looking around. Pass to Lively. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Off target at the rim. Outside Tate. Sends it home from three-point land. Tate's got 21 points in the game. Well, Grant, you were in the playoffs several times during your career. The postseason's just different from the regular season.
It's 100% another level. I'll never forget my first series, 1996, against the great Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway of the Orlando Magic. Of course, yeah, my Pistons got swept. That was quite an introduction to the playoffs.
Timeout called. The Mavericks. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for LaRavia. Aldama comes in for Stevens. And it's Derrick Rose in for Pippen. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Lively. Clark covers. Lively passes to Washington. Three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Picked by Aldama. And here's Tate outside. Lively grabs a miss. For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Jones, the pass to Irving. Here's Lively. Still without a bucket. For 3, Hardaway. Tries to save it. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Looking at a player like Tim Hardaway Jr., you don't have to encourage him to fire away, Clark.
Yeah, he's a guy who's always hunting his shot, looking to let it fly from deep, and for good reason. He's an excellent three-point shooter. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now Washington. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside, Green. Doncic outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Tate. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. A shot to stop the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
And it's Tate off the drive.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Irving's got 11 points.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Rose, the pass to Tatum. An easy 2 on the layup. Tate's got 28 points for the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And Doncic launches from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. Picked by Aldama. Tate with it. Checked by Washington.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rose against Doncic. Rose outside. Pass to Tate. Picked by Aldama. Tate inside. And that one's good. Give him 30.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. More 2K action in just a moment.
We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wins. Oh, you talking about the game?
And now looking at our current game in progress, a disaster of a first half for the Mavericks. Thanks as always.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
On the court right now for Dallas. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Green in at the small forward position. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
After the trade for Kyrie Irving, the Mavericks offense went to another level. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "We're still going to preach defense, but on the offensive end, there's going to be nights where we're scoring 130 or 140. Kai gives us another weapon. Someone is going to be free. Someone is going to have the advantage." Brian?
Oh, nice stuff. Thank you, Allie. Irving softly drops in the floater. Irving's got 13 now.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Kennard finds Tate. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Daniel Gafford picks one up. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Rose, the pass to Tatum. Clark with a screen on Green. And it's Tate off the drive.
What a throwdown! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively. For this team, there's no doubt about that.
And Dallas calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Clark finds Tate. Finished off by Tate.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Gafford with a screen on Rose. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Clark. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Tate. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
NBA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Outside for Irving. Back to Doncic. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
And Rose has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Here's Tate on the take and finished off by Tate.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
And it's Washington missing.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Rose, the pass to Aldama. Green against Tate. And finished off by Tate.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
1:10 left in the third. Doncic outside. On the wing, Green. Doncic deciding where to go with it. That one is off. Good D by Rose.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside.
Here's Tate into the lane and finished off by Tate.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Hardaway, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
This Maverick squad struggling. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Doncic outside. 11 seconds left in the third quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Exum from the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his third assist of the night.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
And so it's Memphis in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Defense is... All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason.
We're not talking to each other.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Mavericks shooting only 36% so far in this game. And it's LaRavia in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And that one's good. Irving.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Pippen. From behind the arc. Hardaway grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Lively. And the layup is good off the glass. Lively's got his first 2 points of the night.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
To the right side. And here's Tate outside. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Irving, the pass to Lively. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Tate gets it to go.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Clark is checked in for Larabia. Aldama comes in for Stevens. Kennard, he's checked in for Williams. And Rose is subbed in for Pippen. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Okay, thanks, Allie.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And Irving gets it to go.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Kennard passes to Rose. From 12 feet. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavs. They trail by 14. Gafford with a screen on Rose. From deep, here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Aldama outside. Tate against Hardaway. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And so Tate nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Kleba. Kennard against Irving. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Irving's got 20.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Aldama outside. And here's Kennard. Rose outside. Picked by Aldama. Here's Tate. Here he goes. And finished off by Tate.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out, executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Grizzlies.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Big Smooth.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hardaway. Shoots over Tate. Deflected. 36 seconds left to play in the 4th. There's the drive. Good. He hits again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. And the shot's good by Irving.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
Rose against Doncic. Rose, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tate.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.